What is a reservation? When someone talks about a reservation, what they mean is that the person is holding something back. You've likely had reservations in the past. For example, maybe you weren't sure about seeking a new job, were unsure about making a purchase, or were having reservations about taking a trip to a new location. These are all kinds of situations where you're either uncomfortable or uncertain, and they are completely normal. Why does a reservation hold you back? Even though a reservation is a normal feeling, it can hurt your recovery. Someone with a reservation in recovery is likely working out a way to turn back to drug or alcohol abuse in the case that recovery doesn't work out. A common thought might be, well, if I don't feel better after the 3-month program, I can just go back to drinking, or I can always use a single hit or shot if I need it without getting addicted again. These are dangerous thoughts because they are preventing the individual from fully recovering. The only way to really overcome an addiction is to recognize that it is hurting you and those around you. You need to want to be free of it completely. What can I do to eliminate reservations? The first step in eliminating reservations is to admit that you have them. You need to understand that having a reservation is okay, but you need to work past it as well. You shouldn't mislead yourself or others about the extent of your recovery. If you still have anxiety about wanting to turn back to drugs or alcohol, this is something your therapist and medical team can help you with. You don't have to deal with that reservation alone. Once you can acknowledge that you have a reservation, it's important to understand why you're having it. What's the purpose of that reservation, and why can't you seem to let it go? What do you fear happening? Sometimes just recognizing a reservation and admitting that you're nervous or anxious about it can be enough to allow you to work past it. If not, you can break down the reservation and begin figuring out what you need to do to eliminate it and stop yourself from returning to dangerous behaviors. Remember that your recovery isn't a linear act. You won't simply keep getting better all the time. There are going to be bumps in the road. Reservations may be eliminated and then crop up again. New issues may arise and old ones could resurface. It's important that you don't see this as a negative event. You have a chance to overcome new issues and to continue to grow. You'll be able to learn more about yourself and focus on the ways you need to change to live a healthier and happier lifestyle that you are proud to be part of. With the right support from your recovery center, you can move past these reservations and be on the path to a healthy recovery that you can believe in. Quotes from the NA Basic Text. I identified from that first meeting and wanted a new way of life. I would stay clean for a short period, and then I would use again. First, I would just pick up a beer or smoke a joint, but I would always end up binging again. I couldn't understand it then. Today I realize that I still had reservations. There was still that thought that I could use. Until we let go of our reservations, no matter what they are, the foundation of our recovery is in danger. Reservations rob us of the benefits that this program has to offer. In ridding ourselves of all reservations, we surrender. Then, and only then, can we be helped to recover from the disease of addiction. The ability to face problems is necessary to stay clean. If we had problems in the past, it is unlikely that simple abstinence will solve these problems. Guilt and worry can keep us from living in the here and now. Denial of our disease and other reservations keep us sick. Many of us feel that we cannot possibly have a happy life without drugs. We suffer from fear and insanity and feel that there is no escape from using. We may fear rejection from our friends if we get clean. These feelings are common to the addict seeking recovery. We could be suffering from an overly sensitive ego. Some of the most common excuses for using are loneliness, self-pity, and fear. Dishonesty, close-mindedness, and unwillingness are 3 of our greatest enemies. Self-obsession is the core of our disease.